The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the bootleg, Stroud. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And Stroud now to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
DJ Waddle in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Stroud and company going for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Throw right side, taken by Sanders. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Carolina.
Ready?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
On the quick, right?
Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell taking it in. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Panthers 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
For Houston.
A beautiful fake. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Let's go. Come ready. Strike 2. Ready.
To throw, Young. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Formation for Carolina.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play action. Here's Stroud. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Ooh, the juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Only able to get a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Tershawn Wharton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And it's third down.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mixing up the middle. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And he stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Joe Mixon.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon.
50 yards.
And the Texans use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he's able to get out to the 32, run down there.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First down, Carolina.
The play fake. Now Young.
That's complete out right to the Tyrone Tremble.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Young off the play fake. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Remember, John, my career head defensive coach would always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Pressure come from. 4th and 6 now.
Set, hut. Yellow. 43 green jack. Yellow. Smash. Red. Set.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go. 118.
Now Stroud.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Sometimes, despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. 10 down. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from Hahn. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Strike it. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Panther first down.
Now Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
48-yard line.
To credit Chris Barnes rushing in there and hitting him for a loss. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.